My name is Max David, and I am here today to review Maria Garcia's claim of fact that a repeal of Proposition 8 would bring substantial economic benefits. Her secondary claims are first, that if Proposition 8 is repealed from the Constitution, millions of dollars will begin to generate from recent marriages and their expenses. Second, it will create thousands of jobs, and third, it will contribute to the tax augmentations by the state. Maria's two main problems are that she hastily generalized, or that she had a lack of evidence, and that she assumes that gay couples need to legally become married to have a ceremony or to live together. The first secondary claim is if Proposition 8 is repealed from the Constitution, millions of dollars will begin to generate from recent marriages and their expenses. Maria presented no proof and used hypothetical situations and assumed certain events would happen. Under the first secondary claim, Maria said businesses will merge, allowing for job opportunities. First, there is no evidence or reason that was presented that says businesses will merge, or if they do merge, that there will be an increase in job opportunities. Furthermore, under the same point, she said gay marriage will raise money by fees for marriage licenses, adopting children, hiring a divorce lawyer, purchasing homes, and miscellaneous purchases for the children. First, gay couples do not need to be married to adopt children or to live together, nor is there evidence that either event would increase as a result of gay marriage being legalized. Now, if you think about it, gay marriage would probably hurt the housing market. Two people living separately need two homes, need two refrigerators, two tables. Now, if they live together, they only need one home, one table, one refrigerator. So that's cutting the market in half. There's also no evidence that the revenue obtained from marriage licenses or hiring a divorce lawyer would be significant, which are the two remaining ways of increasing revenue that she listed. Furthermore, according to Henry David, who is a partner in Snell and Wimmer law firm, which has offices around the country, says that there is no way to get an accurate estimate on tax money raised from the fees from the divorces or lawyers. He says that courts lose money, not make money, despite the fees they charge. There are too many variables to estimate what the taxes on the lawyers would raise. Maria's secondary claim is that gay marriage will create thousands of jobs. She states that both parents working means a demand for babysitters, daycares, and it would increase the business sector due to the expenses of the wedding ceremony. Again, nothing says gay couples need to be married to have children or that it would increase adoption rates. This means there is nothing that says gay couples need to be married to need babysitters or daycare. Furthermore, one person could stay at home and take care of the kid. And if this happens, there's one person not making money, which then means that they have less money to spend on the economy. And also, if a gay couple wants, they can go out and say, hey, we're getting married, and have the same ceremony and spend the same amount of money. And that's what says they actually legally need to be married. Furthermore, the only evidence that Maria supplies for the secondary claim is an estimate that the repeal could raise up to $683.6 million. However, she cites Forbes magazine. She failed to cite the source under her bibliography, and then when I went to Forbes magazine's website and searched for Prop 8 or Proposition 8, there were zero results. This is the only evidence supplied in her entire speech, and there is no way to find it that it even exists. Furthermore, Maria's third secondary claim is that gay marriage will decrease augmentations by the state. She says that the money raised will produce a growing buy-sell system needing no tax rates, creating jobs, sells goods and services, generates a significant amount of government revenue, and states that the sales tax is 8.25% in California, while it is actually at 9.75%. For the secondary claim, she used no sources yet again and relied on what she said earlier. The secondary claims state the same thing as her first two claims, and she's using circular reasoning. I have already proven that her first two claims are inadequately supported, and as so is her third point. After this speech, I hope you all agree that Maria has failed to prove that gay marriage will significantly help the economy due to the fact that she did not provide adequate sources, and that none of her claims ever required gay couples to be married. Thank you.
All the structural stuff is fine. You signpost as you go along. You label what the claims are going to be, so that part's good. You challenge the advocate's lack of evidence on the first point, and you explain why the hypothetical is an unreasonable way to make an inference here. Some of your counter-arguments are kind of interesting. Of course, you're making the same hypothetical on this situation where you say, well, you know, aren't two homes better than one? You have to pay for twice as many things. Wouldn't that be better for the economy? And I guess if you want to make it a contest between the hypotheticals, at least you've given us a more particular explanation on the hypothetical. I did think that you had a nice piece of information about the courts and how fees would never actually pay for anything because of the way the court system works. It is a money-losing system. The signpost on the second point was also clear. You had a good challenge to the causality. The challenge that you have on the legal requirement, I think, is a good one, but I think you need a piece of information here that shows that that is true, especially in the state of California, that gay couples can, in fact, adopt children. If they can do so, then it basically renders that entire claim irrelevant, and it would have been, like a solid nail in this particular argument. I just have your assertion on that point. I think you're probably right, but I don't know. And then you kind of challenge the advocate's evidence on the statistic about what the income generated would be. And I think you presented it in a pretty reasonable way. Look, the evidence is supposed to come from Forbes. It's not. I couldn't find it at the source citation that's there, so it's not real available. It's hard to confirm. You're not saying liar, liar, but you are saying I couldn't find the information, so it's hard to analyze that information. And then I think you also want to put it in the context that says, how significant would this be? And again, the uniqueness argument, maybe that stuff could acquire or happen, that economic benefit could happen without the marriage, just like she was talking about adopting the kids sort of thing. The third point, the information about the sales tax, what does that get you? I'm not quite sure, except that it seems to be impugning the accuracy of the advocate's argument. The explanation about it being circular reasoning is okay. You finished in 4 minutes. You're rushing a little bit. I think you could slow down. It would help the presentation a lot and make some of your points clearer so that people have a chance to absorb it. All right. Thank you.